What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This is your brother Chief Kalanago Flying Eagle. Hope everybody's doing well. What it is, what it is, what it is. Let me make sure we good on Facebook. Make sure we got some audio on there. Give me a second. Boom, boom, boom. Your Facebook still got me restricted. Let me see how many days left. 2 days left. Uh-huh. They got me restricted still 2 days, but it's all good. Like I said, Facebook don't make me or break me, so I'm cool with that. All right, boom. Let me just scroll down a little bit. All right, good. So we got audio. We good on Facebook. All right, cool. All righty. So what's going on, lineage? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so I'm just gonna share a little bit of information with y'all. This has nothing to do with law. It has nothing to do with history. This is more so about building yourself. All right, that's what it's about. It's about getting to know yourself a little better. All right, so you're able to build yourself, because the truth of the matter is you are the one that creates your reality. Nobody creates your reality for you. It's literally you are in control, you are in charge, right? So I put a little document together, and I'm going to take my time, read it, break it down, so that hopefully somebody will find some value in this. I don't know who needs this message, but I feel like somebody need it. I got work to do, I got things to do, but still I wanted to take a little break and just go ahead and do this video. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Like I said, welcome to the build. Hope everybody is doing great. Hope you had a beautiful day, and I wish you a blissful sun rest. All right, because the sun is resting now, so I'm gonna say I wish you a blissful sun rest. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this, and let's get into this. Hey, show some love in the chat. Let me know, you here. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Once again, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know who's ready for this message. They will find it. Okay, so let me share my screen real quick. Boom. Share my screen. Go to this window here. All right, cool. All righty, here we go. Give it some time to populate. Okay. All right, so we good. So this is a document that I kind of like created. I run across an article, but I kind of like made it my own. Just I re-edited the information, put it in my own, the way I perceive it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I'm bringing it to you. Okay. For some reason, I'm not seeing what I'm sharing on the screen, so I don't know what's going on. Uh-huh. All right, let me know if you guys are seeing this document, because I'm seeing a black screen. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the information on my phone. I'm seeing a black screen. I'm not sure what you're seeing. So can you guys let me know if you're actually seeing this document? If you're seeing the document, just do me a favor, type 1, please. If you're seeing the document, type 1, because I'm not sure if you're seeing this. That's interesting. Anybody on Facebook, confirm this for me, please. Let me know if you guys are seeing the document. Type 1, please. All right, just black. Okay, thank you. All right, so it's not coming through. All right, boom. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I could do something else here. And I was seeing it earlier, like all of a sudden I can't see it. Like, what's going on? I hold up for a second. Let me try this again. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, please. I'm gonna try it again. Try it again. All right. Share. Let me see if it's gonna come through again. And when I tried this earlier, I was seeing it like, okay, don't frustrate yourself. So, all right, now I could see the mouse moving. That's the funny thing, though. I could see the mouse moving, but it's not showing. That's crazy. It says streamers. All right. Let me see. Hide this. I could see the mouse, but okay, there we go. All right, cool. I think we should be able to see it now because I'm seeing it on my phone. So, all right, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so like I said, man, this is more so of a mastermind session with me. It's important, especially with the times that we're living in right now. Keeping a PMA, and PMA, stands for positive mental attitude. Is just so imperative, like seriously, because it's just so many things going on around us and so many distractions. I mean, just a lot, especially what has happened, within the past 2.5 years with the pandemic and everything. People are losing people, people are transitioning. It's been a rough couple of years, and things are kind of like getting back on track. But at the same time, the system is still pushing the negativity. You know what I'm saying? The system is still pushing because there's always an agenda. And regardless of what the agenda is, they always have a bottom line. But regardless of the bottom line, you always have to remember their bottom line is not your bottom line. You create your own bottom line. You create your own reality. Everything that's happening out there, it ain't got to be your business. You see what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people fall to because they think everything that happens around them is their business. No, you only got to focus with what's between your two ears. And what's between your two ears is your mind. So, what does that mean? You have to mind your own business. I'm going to repeat that. Okay. Everything that's happening outside of you is none of your business per se. I mean, literally, it's not. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to avoid being compassionate. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. All I'm just saying is the negativity that's happening outside of you, all right? That's outside of those two ears. The only thing you need to focus on is what's in here, okay? Your cabeza, your head, your mind, right? So mind your own business. And if you just start doing that, then you're able to focus on yourself. You'll get more laser sharp, all right? So once again, this is a mastermind, and we're going to talk about creating your own reality. All right. Because too many of us were taught that in order for us to create our reality, we have to go down on our knees and pray. Okay. Now think of what you were saying, right? Some people may say, well, Chief, you know what? That's not the way it's spelled, right? I'm spelling pray with Pray, but it's not the spelling of the word, it's the sound vibration. Okay. So when you are praying, you are actually praying on something. All right. And whatever you put out there in the universe that you are praying, don't forget, karma is real. People don't realize that karma is the only judge. Karma is the only energy, okay, that's not biased. However, it's very judgmental, but it's judgmental based on your actions. You see what I'm saying? So I've said this on many, many occasions. Nobody is in the sky or wherever looking down, judging everything you do. That's a um that's a falsity. It's not real. Okay. That's what they teach you, but that's not true. Okay. The only judge that you have is you. You see what I'm saying? And that judge is your karma. And how are you judged? You are judged based on your actions. And that's all that matters. Okay. So with that being said, you are the one that creates your own reality, irrespective to what anybody tell you. So once again, for me personally, I don't pray because when you pray, that means people pray back. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how the universe works. If I'm going to be praying, no, it may seem a little bit cliche. I'm telling you, it's real. You see what I'm saying? Oh, once again, let me go back to this. People might say, well, once again, Chief, you know what? It's spelled differently. That's not what I'm saying. No, it's not the spelling of the word, it's the vibration of the word. and the imprint that it has already made on the universe. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Okay. Now, creating your own reality. In the words of Buddha, what you dwell on, you become. All right. So that's the power of your thoughts. All right. That's the power of your thoughts. And this is real. The truth of the matter is, whatever you dwell on, that's what you become. If all you want to do is sit around all day and look at reality TV, okay, and all of that negativity that's being spewed, guess what? That's what your life is going to reflect. Okay. If you sit around dwelling on how broke you are every single day, then guess what? You are manifesting being broke. Now I tell people, instead of saying that you are broke, which is which seems to be more of a permanent thing, why don't you change your lingo, the language, okay, and say something like, I am financially challenged at the moment. You see, no, I'm saying the same thing in a way, but I'm saying it completely different. Because why? Because I know if I say I'm broke, then I'm putting that out there in the universe. And the universe is actually going to send back the energy of being broke to me. You see what I'm saying? But here's something that you need to realize and comprehend. The universe don't know when we are joking. So you have to be very mindful with what you say. I'm going to repeat that. The universe don't know when you are joking. The universe is literal. Okay? What does that mean? It takes everything that you say literally. Okay? So when you say you are broke, how do you know in what way the universe perceives that? Does it mean that you're financially challenged? Or does it mean that you are broken? Okay? The past tense of break. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, in the words of Zig Ziglar, you have to be a meaningful specific and not a wandering generality. What does that mean? You have to be very specific with the universe. Why? Because it's going to give you everything that you put out there into the realm of what we call the universe. And that's real. That's a fact. Okay? So, going back to the lesson, what you dwell on, you become. So be very mindful of that. Okay? The quote means that you are the master of your destiny. That is a fact. Okay? Once again, I am not here to bash religion. I'm not here to bash religious people. They are just lost. You know what I mean? And it's because from the moment we came from our mother's womb, that's what we are being taught. Okay, this is what the Bible says. This is what God says. If you don't do this, you're gonna go to hell. If you do this, you're gonna go to heaven. Like, that's not real. Okay, just think about it logically. It just doesn't make sense, because I always ask people this question and they get mad, they get bothered, you know what I mean? And oh, what is blasphemy? No, it's not blasphemy. I'm supposed to ask questions, right? People say God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Okay, I totally agree. Okay, I totally agree. But when I ask them, well, why did God kill all the people in the Bible in Noah's Ark? Then they don't know what to hold. It wasn't God. What you mean? Who did it? It wasn't Noah. Who brought the flood? It was God. So once again, if you say God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, why is God killing people? Isn't that contradictory? So when you start thinking of the things you're reading and you take away the fear factor, then you're able to start thinking logically. Okay? And then you will see the good in the book, and then you will see the not so good in the book, because the book is not perfect. You see what I'm saying? Well, let me rephrase that. The book is perfect, but it's imperfectly perfect. What does that mean? It means that there are contradictions. Okay, so that means that men wrote the book with error. You see what I'm saying? It was to sway people just to think a certain way, and that's not what it's supposed to be. You feel me? So let's go back to that. The reason why I brought that up is to, again, prove to you that you are the one creating your own reality, not no Jesus, not no Buddha, not no Zeus, not no Yahshua. I don't care what name you call that energy. Okay, that is all man-made. Bottom line. Okay, whether you want to believe it or not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm giving you the facts. Okay, you are it. Okay, and that's what they will not tell you. However, the allegorical Jesus did tell you, yeah, gods. But most religious people, they kind of tend to just bypass that scripture. And I asked them a very simple question. Okay, a very simple question. Well, a few questions. If a dog had dogs 2 million years ago, what would it be called in 2022? They fast to say a dog, and they are correct. If horses had horses 2 million years ago, what would it be called in 2022? It would be called a horse. So if you are a son or a daughter of God, then what are you? They say a child of God. So I asked them, why didn't you say a child of a horse? You see what I'm saying? People are afraid to call themselves gods, but yet still they say God created them. You see what I'm saying? That is the type of fear that religion is instilling in people. They don't want people to step up and acknowledge that they are gods. Because how can you call me the same thing that I worship? You see what I'm saying? And then they look at you like you're the crazy one. They look at you like you're the one that's it's blaspheming. No, they are the one that's doing all the blaspheming. Why? Because if God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, how is that when somebody dies or somebody get into an accident, what's the first thing they say? Oh, well, it's God's will. So you're trying to tell me it's God's will to make somebody get into an accident, but yet still he's good all the time? No, you cannot have it both ways. It's either he's good all the time or he's good some of the time. You see what I'm saying? So once you start again thinking logically, okay, and you allow yourself to release the fear, okay, then you start stepping into the reality of what you truly are and who you truly are. Okay, so you are the one creating your own destiny. You are the master, okay, and this is the slave. And when I say this, I mean the body. The body is the slave, and the I am, what moves the body, is the master, and that's you. Each and every individual, we have that master within us. That's why we are called individuals. Okay, think about it. Divided from the all. Okay, what is the all? All is the concept of what people call God, but God is limited. You see what I'm saying? God is jealous. You feel me? And that cannot be. God cannot be jealous because that means God will show favoritism. So if God is showing favoritism, how is it that God is good all the time? So when you start asking logical questions, then you start seeing the flaws or the imperfection in the perfect book. You feel me? So once again, it's all about you. You are the one in charge. So you are the one that you are the master of your own destiny. So let's go back to the reading. It is you who can create your own reality that matches your expectations, perspectives, values, likes, dislikes, wishes, hopes, and dreams. Everything that happens to you up to this point in your life, okay, it is literally up to you. It was up to you. Every decision that you made, every thought that you had, okay, that became your words, that became your action, brought you to where you are at today. You feel me? So if you don't like where you are at today, then you could do something about it. All you have to do is do the same thing that you did, in the past to bring you where you are at. I'm not saying the same action. I'm just saying the same process of thinking. What do I mean? Okay. If you thought of something and you spoke it and it became your reality and it's not working for you, all you have to do is go back to another thought process and change that reality. It is really that simple. As difficult as it may seem, it is all a matter of discipline. Okay, we have to exercise some form of discipline so you're able to change your life and create your own reality. Okay, now The concept is a progressive outlook on life that envisions the fact that human beings can change and recreate things according to their willpower and determination. As long as you have the will, remember you got free will to do as you should, but not as you please. Because why? When we created the universe, we created certain boundaries that we cannot pass or we should not pass. Okay, when we pass those boundaries, there are certain repercussions. Okay, that's when karma kicks in. When you pass those boundaries that we're not supposed to pass, then karma kicks in. Okay, so we have free will to do as we should, but not as we will, or not as we please, rather. Okay, so keep that in mind. So with willpower, determination, I promise you, you will be able to recreate your entire life. Okay, you have the power to do that. It is you who could make a better place for yourself and have a life, um, and have a life you long for and wished. If you dwell on positivity, it can lead you to an intelligent and blissful way of life. All right. Now, with that being said, right, with so much negativity around, and of course, that is being done intentionally. You see, if you have enough time to think positively, at least 60 to 70, 80% of the times, they know that your life will change. That's why they have to bombard you with all the negativity. You feel me? Because why? They dwell on negativity because negativity is what feeds the material world. All right. The material world is the lowest form of vibration. So materialistic things is the easiest thing to assume. I mean, seriously, materialistic things is the easiest thing to get. Why? Because it's the lowest vibrational form of matter. Okay, so it's easy because it's so easy to be negative. It's so easy to want the worldly things, all the wealth, just everything that's worldly, everything that's physical. Okay, and mind you, there is nothing wrong in having financial wealth. There's nothing wrong in having physical wealth. Okay, where the problem comes in is if you allow those physical things, okay, to control your life. And when I say your life, I'm talking about the I am, the real you. If you allow the materialistic things of the world, okay, to control that, then that's when you start losing the battle. All right. But as long as you stay vibrating on that high frequency, let that I am always be the master of the material world, then it's okay for the I am manifest in the flesh to enjoy it because that's what it's there for. All right. You have to, or at least want to live your best life. Okay. Religion teaches, well, you know what? You get to struggle here. And then when you die, you get to go through the pearly gates. That's not how it works. Okay. That's not how it works. You have to live your best life here because the life that's wherever it's at, it's already established. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get any worse because it is what it is. However, you manifest it here in the flesh to have all these different experiences, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, right? And the only reason why we're able to perceive it that way is because of our five senses. Without the five senses, you would not know left, you would not know right, you would not know up or down, and you would not know, good, bad, or indifferent. You feel me? Because within that realm, okay, there's only one sense, so to speak. There's only one reality, and that is it is what it is. I am that I am. Okay, so whereas negative thoughts and feelings rules psychological processes and guide you toward failure and hopelessness. All right, so you find people who are always negative. That's what happens to them. All right, intentions and thoughts can co-create a life of choice. Intentions, thoughts can co-create. In other words, your intentions and your thoughts and your intentions, or your intentions and your thoughts, they are co-creators. All right, and of the life that you create. You are in full control of the various things happening to you. Again, you are in control. All right. It's no sky daddy in control of your life. Okay. There is no devil making you do bad. All right. Okay. There is no devil making you do bad. And there is no God making you do good. It is really within you. Those two energies are in you. And whichever one you feed the most, that's the one that's going to manifest. All right. So, in summary, here, just for what we just read, okay, creating your own reality is all about a conscious way to choose what you want, change or modify things you don't like, access your dreams by making it happen, and learn to control the nitty gritty of the life forces. The term create your own reality means the different ways by which you could co-create your life by the energy of your thoughts, beliefs, perspectives, and actions. The theory is based on the fact that when you change the way you see things within you and around you, it helps you to make a new outlook towards life. Okay? Because a lot of times, again, we see things from everybody else's perspective. And I've mentioned this before. From the moment we are born, people tell us what to think, what to do, how to act, what to eat, how to behave. Okay, and then it begs the question as to how many people right now that's out there living their true self, because everything that we live in, it was influenced by somebody. Okay, so that's just something to think about. The purpose of this reality creation is to make you understand and focus on what your life can be if you put in good deeds and guided effort into your daily living. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter where you're at in your life. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what your past has been. The truth of the matter is you could always have a clean slate. That's the beauty about life. Okay? Now, people may judge you. It's okay. All right? Because guess what? Thou shalt not have no other judge but God. And who's God? You are God. So the truth of the matter is nobody could judge you but you. You feel me? Because their reality is not your reality. And your reality is not theirs. Vice versa. Okay? So only you could judge you because that's all that really counts. It is all that really counts, right? Is you. Because only you have to deal with your karma. Nobody else could deal with your karma for you. All right. And I'm going to give you a perfect example just to prove what I just said. When the allegorical Jesus, okay, whether you want to say Jesus, Yeshua, it doesn't matter. Buddha, Zeus, Tony, John, whatever you want to call that energy, right? He had to deal with his own karma. And what was the karma? The karma was carrying the cross, carrying all the deeds. You see what I'm saying? Of the physical man. That's a semblance of the cross. You feel me? You have to carry your own cross. What does that mean? It means that you have to carry your own deeds. Going down on your knees and praying and asking somebody to do it for you is not going to happen. No, Jesus died for his sins, not yours. You see, that's what they're teaching you, but that's not true. Now, I know a lot of you may look at me like, oh, well, Chief, now you're going off the rails, or, you might be crazy, or, it's blasphemy. No, it's not. Them lying to you is blasphemy. I'm giving you the facts. Okay. Why do you think Jesus had to take back the cross from the people who was helping him? Why? Because he had to die for his own sins so that he could go back and meet his father. All right. But who is his father? He himself is his father. That's why he said, my father and I are one, but yet still my father is greater than I am. Now, that may seem like a contradiction, but it's not. All he's saying is that my father and I are one, not in the physical realm, but in what we call the spiritual or the mental realm. We are one. However, in the physical realm, my father is greater than I am. Simply put. So the man had to carry his own cross. So he died for his own sins. Therefore, you got to die for your own sin, your own sins. I mean, again, let's go back to, you know, conductive reasoning, okay? A little bit of logic, okay? If it was that simple, that if Jesus died for our sins, and it doesn't matter what we do, we already forgiven. Why would people want to do good? Hmm? If that was the case. You see, that's a scapegoat religion is giving people. You feel me? So that you could go ahead and do all these things, unquestionable things, immoral things, and all you have to do before you die or before you close your eyes is accept Jesus and everything is forgiven. No, no. I promise you, you're going to come back. You're going to reincarnate to carry your own cross. Jesus cannot carry it for you. Yes, he may be able to help you carry the cross, just like somebody helped them. But when it's all said and done, before that crucifixion, you got to take that cross back and you got to deal with your own karma. Okay, it's the only way to ascend into what they call the Christ, which is all it means is the anointed one. You feel me? So don't be disillusioned by what religion is teaching, thinking that this man or this image is going to take away, is going to die. He died for your sins. That's a fallacy. Nobody could die for your sins but you. Okay? And I promise you, if you spend your life being evil, doing immoral things and hurting people, don't think all you have to do is go on your deathbed and ask for forgiveness and Jesus is going to forgive you. No, it doesn't happen that way. No, only you could forgive yourself. All right. But you also have to what? You have to carry your cross. You have to carry that burden. And you have to do or perform that internal baptism. Okay. So that you could cleanse yourself from all the deeds, from all your wrong deeds or all your wrongdoing. So keep that in mind. Okay. Don't be fooled by religion. I promise you, nobody died for your sins. That's a fact. Okay. Now, as Norman Vincent Peale said, change your thoughts and you change the world. Okay. And when I say change the world, I'm talking about your world because the world all has a mind of its own and the world is forever changing. Okay. So change your own thoughts and you will change your world. Change your own thoughts and you will change your reality. It is really that simple. It is not complicated. Okay. And once again, it doesn't matter where you've been, what type of life you've had, how bad things were, how rough it was. It's okay. All you have to do is make a decision, a conscious decision that is, that you know what, I'm going to make a paradigm shift and I'm going to change my life right now because there's no such thing as tomorrow. You have to be specific. Pick a day, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but not tomorrow. While I'm talking about that, let me give you a little story, right? There was this man, okay? He loved his wife. He gave her everything, did everything for her, but he always played little tricks on her because he knew it would get under her skin, right? And then of course they would do their little making up, right? So she asked him to wash the car. Okay, the car was dirty. A wealthy family to wash the car. So he said, "Hun, you know what? I'll wash the car tomorrow." She smiled and she went about her way, right? The next day came. Okay, the entire day passed. He didn't wash the car. Late at night, she came back. "Honey, I thought you said you was gonna wash the car." Okay. He said, "Don't worry about it, honey. I'll wash it tomorrow." She said, "Okay." The next day came. He didn't wash the car. Around the same time, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., she came back a little more upset, irritated. You said you was gonna wash the car. You didn't wash the car. Why are you lying? You're gonna make. I can't trust. I'm gonna stop trusting you. All type of stuff. He said, "Honey, okay, I told you I would wash the car tomorrow." But she said, "You told me that yesterday and the day before." He said, "Honey, I never said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I said tomorrow." And she got mad, but after she had to laugh at that. Why? Because he was correct. Tomorrow is not guaranteed because every day, every other day is always a tomorrow. But you have to be specific. So when you're making your goals, When you're changing your life, don't say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Be specific. Set a definite day, if you can, a time. And I'm talking about breaking it down by the hour, the minute, and the second. Be specific because why? The universe is very specific. Okay. And you will be surprised of how the universe will give you exactly what you want at the same time that you allocated for those things to happen. Okay. That's how serious the universe is. All right. So keep that in mind as well. Okay. Now, every life situation is an experience in itself. It is up to you how to perceive and respond to any situation. A lot of people react to situations, but when you are growing into who you're supposed to become, when you are on that righteous path, and all righteous means is to do right. So when you are truly on that path of doing right, because doing right, it takes practice. Why? Because we have been taught to do what's wrong for so long. You see what I'm saying? We have been practicing that for so long. And what you have to realize is the way you practice is the way you're going to play, right? So if you've been practicing to do wrong all this time, don't you think that you should start practicing to do right? Is the only way to become righteous. Okay? Is to start practicing the act of doing right. Okay? So learn to respond opposed to react. Okay? Reacting takes too much emotions. Okay? And that's too much energy. All right? The way you experience various situations can depend on your beliefs and your perceptions. Creating your own reality will help you access a bigger part of your life, of yourself, with positive energies that move towards growth. I'm going to read that again. Let me just highlight that for you. Okay. Creating your own reality will help you access a bigger part of yourself with positive energies that move towards growth. Because you see, once you start creating your own reality, now you start tapping into who you truly are. That's when you start tapping into the higher self. That's when you start tapping into the I am, because the I am is real. Okay. But too many people are looking for I am out there. Okay. Even in, I think in Exodus, right? When Moses asked God, what's your name? What did God say? Okay. I am that I am. It didn't say a name. Man took it to say, well, it means such and such. Well, he shall be called such and such. But no, the energy or the entity, whatever you want to call it, said, listen, I am that I am. You feel me? So if you start creating your own reality, all right, then you will fall right along with your purpose, which is you are that you are. Because what you came here to do, your purpose is already set. You just have to fine tune certain things that you do, you say, and you'll fall right on your path. Okay. Now, mind you, some people came here to be destructive, and that's just what it is. It doesn't matter what they do. Okay. They came here to be destructive. Why? Because we are living in a world of dualism, right? So if there's good, there have to be bad. Okay. That's just facts, right? So the only way for there to always be good is for us to rise above the animal state, okay, that we find ourselves in a lot of times and vibrate on such a high frequency that this dual world will no longer exist. Now, it doesn't mean that Earth is going somewhere. No, the dimensions or the frequency of Earth will change. That's always going to happen. Okay, so we get to experience bliss, we get to experience joy, we get to experience what we call eternal love. And it's possible, right? But every individual have to start working on themselves so that we could for once become the all. Now, a lot of you, what I'm about to say might find this strange, but God is in broken pieces here in the physical realm. Okay. Now, within the absolute, of course, what you call God or what we call God is always wholesome, which is the all. right? But the individuals, okay, that came from the all, okay, it's broken. So the whole concept of God is broken. And what's God? Who's God? Okay, God is the all. Okay, the all, the absolute. All right, that's what God is supposed to be. It doesn't have a gender. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't have emotions. It's nothing. It's everything. It's up, it's down, it's left or right, it's light, it's dark, it's everything. Okay? That is what the absolute is. Okay? So when I tell people they don't know what God is, okay, they look at me like I'm crazy. I tell people you cannot perceive what God is. I cannot even perceive what God is because it's absolute, it's endless. How can you comprehend something with no end? Hmm? How can you? You can't. You feel me? How can God be jealous? It's impossible. Again, that's what dogma is teaching people because they're not teaching them what the true concept and the all is not even God because gods are created. Okay? The all is just the all. Unfortunately, there is no word to describe it. Anytime you start describing, the true essence of what God is, then you don't know what God is. Anytime I start describing what God is, I don't know what God is. Because once again, how can you describe something that's indescribable? It's totally impossible. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So when we say, or when I say we are gods, I'm talking about we are expressions of certain characteristics of God. Okay, because we are limited. Okay, the true essence is not limited. Well, it is limited, but it's not. Because again, you cannot describe it because everything is in the all. Okay, the all encompasses everything and the all encompasses nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we are gods in the aspect of certain characteristics that is the expression of what we call God. But just this cannot encompass the all. Because guess what? The physical body have limitations. And I'm going to take it right back to what the allegorical Jesus said. My Father and I are one, but yet still my Father is greater than I am. Okay? I'm just saying it another way because I'm giving it to you in different ways so you could truly grasp what I'm saying. Okay? The physical body is limited. It's only a certain characteristics from the all. But the I am in us is what is one with the all. Even if it's in us individually, it doesn't exist in us physically, if that makes sense. Because it cannot be in us physically. If it's in us physically, then that means that the I am is limited. So although the I am is in us, but it is not in us, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Because this physical body cannot contain what the true essence of what God is supposed to be. You feel me? But yet still it's in there. Okay. And like I said, I hope that makes sense. All right. And it might seem confusing, and it is. And that's why we cannot comprehend what God is. Okay. No one can. Because once again, may I reiterate, how can you comprehend something that's incomprehensible? Hmm? So, do we truly know God? Ask yourself that question. Okay. When you create your own reality, you feel safe, comfortable, and protected because you are creating your own world. You're creating your own realm. You are being that God of your own little universe that you created because it's your reality. Every reality is a dimension that you are creating. Okay, it's the world that you're creating for yourself. So you feel safe, you feel comfortable, and you feel protected, right? You know you can be happy no matter whatever situation happens to you. It is important to understand that creating a reality that works for you and with you is a tough job to do. Okay, nobody said it was easy. All right, and that's facts. But because it's not easy, it doesn't mean that it cannot be accomplished. Because once again, everything takes practice, right? The way you practice is the way you're going to play. All right. Let's look at this little chat right here, or this little diagram right here, right? You could co-create your own life by the energy of your thoughts, beliefs, perspectives, and your actions. When I say co-create, I'm saying co-create. Even if you are the creator, right? You are co-creating. Why? Because there are other factors that are being played or coming into play with you creating your reality. The universe, for instance, okay, is also co-creating with you because when you take your thought and you speak it out there into the universe is the one that's actually bringing it right back to you. Okay, so the universe is also co-creating with you. And if you learn to work in sync with your co-creators, then you would be great. Okay, but again, it takes practice, right? Competence of reality creation, willpower. Okay, you cannot do anything without willpower. You gotta have the will. You got to. All right, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. Even if I don't dwell in beliefs because I deal with the knowing, but for this lesson's sake, we're gonna use belief. All right, and the choices and the decisions. Remember, we all have choices to make. We all have decisions to make. Anything that you do in your life or wherever you are at right now, it is because of a choice that you made or a decision that you made. We cannot escape choices and we cannot escape decisions because they are always in front of us. Do I go to work? Do I stay home? Do I talk to this girl? Do I not talk to this girl? Okay. Should I stop eating meat? Should I not stop eating meat? You see what I'm saying? So everything in this world, okay, is about choices. Always remember that, my brothers and sisters, you always have a choice. So if things aren't going the way you want it to go right now, guess what? You have a choice. You could change that. All you have to do is what? Make a decision to change it. Okay? And don't say you'll do it tomorrow. Be specific. Remember, you want to be a meaningful specific and not a general one, um, not a general one, wondering, okay? Or wonder, I'm getting tongue tied right now. But anyway, I've said it before, right? Um, a meaningful specific and not a general whatever. All right. You get my point. Okay. Now, few ways to create your reality. Carry yourself with integrity. Integrity is big, right? Too many people around here walking around with no integrity. And what people don't realize is this: you could try to fool the world, but you can't fool yourself. That's why you are the biggest judge of yourself. That's why nobody could judge you. Because when you think nobody's looking, guess who's looking? You are. Because you know everything that you do. So do everything with integrity, man. Integrity is important. Do everything with integrity. Stop trying to deceive people. Stop lying to people. Stop hurting people. I mean, just have integrity. Okay? Involve in doing preferable things. All right? Things that will enable you towards your goals. All right. Take pride in the little achievements. Too many times we don't give ourselves credit for the little things that we do, the little things that we achieve. Okay. We always want to wait for the big thing to post on Facebook. All right. But a simple thing like making your bed, that's an achievement. Be thankful for that. You see what I'm saying? Take pride in that. Okay. Be grateful that you're able to make your bed. If you cook your little meal and you could do it yourself, man, listen, take pride in that. Show some gratitude. It goes a long way, right? Show kindness and empathy towards all right? I mean, especially in this day and time, all right? Too many people are not showing compassion. People are always coming at people, always fighting, debating, wishing people ill will, wishing people bad. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Now, once again, Yes, we are living in a dualistic world. Some people just came here to create chaos. All right. So you have to know your own purpose. If that's you and all you're here to do is create chaos, then that's your purpose. People will stay away from you. I hope they do. But the point I'm making is be, you know, show some, sympathy, empathy, and compassion towards others. All right. Develop a positive self-esteem. All right. Regardless of what your nose looks like, your eyes, your teeth. All right. It's okay. It's just a physical attribute. The bottom line is, are you beautiful on the inside? Okay. And they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, some people take that to mean a physical thing. It's not. Who is the beholder? You are the beholder of yourself. So beauty is within you. You feel me? Too many times we externalize these sayings. They're very powerful sayings, but we tend to externalize them, okay? Not thinking that they are about us. So I'm going to repeat that. Yes, it is true. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Who is the beholder of you? You are the beholder of you. So that beauty comes from within. And if you think that you are beautiful on the inside, then guess what? You will be beautiful on the outside, regardless of what anybody else is saying. Regardless of what anybody else say. You feel me? You are beautiful on the inside. It's going to reflect on the outside because you cannot please everybody. But I promise you, somebody will see that beauty in you and they'll appreciate you wholesomely. They will. But first, you have to find the beauty within yourself. Okay? Having a growth mindset. Too many people, or too many of us, are walking around here with a stagnated mindset. You are stagnant. Okay? Now, you may be stagnant for a period of time, or it could be a permanent situation. What I mean by that is you're not ambitious. Okay? You're not striving to grow. You're not looking forward to growth, right? Of course, we all have setbacks. There's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But get back into yourself and start having a mindset of growth. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical thing. It could be growth in just being a better person, growth in loving yourself more, growth in appreciating yourself more, growth in looking yourself in the mirror and saying, hey, you know what? You are beautiful. And I promise you, if you lie to yourself, if you think you're not beautiful, and you lie to yourself every single day for 21 days to 90 days, you go in the mirror and tell yourself you are beautiful. I promise you, that lie you are telling to yourself, because the reason why I say it's a lie is because you think you're not beautiful. So if you go in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful, then in a sense, you're telling a lie. But it's a good lie. Why? Because within 21 to 90 days, okay, then you will start believing that, because within 21 days it becomes a habit. 90 days it becomes a lifestyle, baby. You see what I'm saying? So it's okay to lie to yourself sometimes. Tell yourself you're beautiful if you think you're not. Tell yourself you're great if you think you're not. Tell yourself you are amazing if you think you are not. You might be telling a lie, but I promise you that lie is going to benefit you. You see what I'm saying? But yet still the Bible said, thou shalt not lie, right? But here's a good lie. Once again, it's all about perception. Okay? It's all about perception, the way you perceive what's being said. All right? Cool. Let's proceed. Example of creating your own reality. Our life and living make our own reality. Your life and living create your own reality, right? Whatever you're doing, whenever you get out of that bed, all right, and you come back on that bed after you close out your day, that creates your reality. Okay? It does. Trust me, it does. This reality creation is based on the understanding and interpretation of things that you want in your life. Thoughts and feelings have a vibration, power, with its resonance and reflection. I'm going to read that again. Thoughts and feelings have a vibration power with resonance and reflection because every thought, every feeling is a vibration. Okay, it's a vibration. And literally, okay, everything that's it's inside of us is outside of us is just a reflection. So you are creating once again your reality that you perceive within yourself. It will manifest on the outside, right? This energy reverberates out to the universe and makes a real world for ourselves, which I've said on many occasions in many videos. The universe is like a big wall, and your thoughts and your words, they are your, they are like a ball, right? And if you take a ball and you throw it against a wall, it's going to come back. It's the same thing with the universe, right? If you throw your thoughts and your words into the universe, it's going to give you that back. Okay? That's just the way it works. Okay? So be mindful of your thoughts and your words. Okay? So stop blaming people for everything that happens in your life. No, you are the one creating your own reality. Take some responsibility. Is the only way you're going to make that change. Okay? Angry and revengeful people always perceive a situation in a wrong and negative way. Whenever they do, their aggression follows them and gets projected to the various situations they may come across. All right. People who are always angry, revengeful, you know, people that's just always mad for no reason. Okay. Trust me, man. If that's what you're putting out there in the universe, that's what's going to come right back into you. You will always run into situations where people are treating you the same way and doing the same thing that you're doing to other people. All right. A simple example can be a person may experience a lot of mental irritation if stuck in traffic, right? He or she may start blaming the system or the people for their carless driving and many more. For them, the world is a bad place to live. They perceive and negatively react to things. Their ideas are just adding fuel to the fire and are creating a reality around them that fits into a mindset already existing somewhere within their psyche. Okay? Of course, again, just to reiterate, everything that's happening outside of you is something that's already in your psyche. All right. And all you are doing is just bringing it out. Okay. That beast that's within you, you're just releasing the beast. Okay. And with the thoughts and the actions, there comes consequences. Okay. On the other hand, a generous and kind person may perceive the world around him or her in a positive way. She emanates positive thoughts and gives out positive signals to her immediate surroundings. This is a reflection of her internal state of mind. Okay, quite the opposite of what I just explained. All right, accepting life as it is without always trying to change and control things around is always important. Be responsible for your actions and never be reactive to situations. All right. Be responsive. Another way, be responsible. Right. And when I break responsibility down, basically all I'm saying is the ability to respond, okay, to situation. That's all it is, responsibility, the ability to respond to your circumstances opposed to reacting to those situations. All right. Only then you can create a reality that you have always wished for. All right. This creation process is highly subjective. Six components of creating your own reality. Is creation all about making a new thing, or is it just a modification of certain elements already existing in this universe? We have intrinsic power to formulate new ideas, conceive new thoughts, possess good and bad feelings, and put action in the desired direction to accomplish our goals. In this way, the idea, which is your brainchild, becomes a part of your physical existence and may become real for you. Creating your real world needs a few components to conceive it and make it the truth of your physical existence. They are one. Willpower. We spoke about willpower earlier, right? The will is the ability, you know what I'm saying, to, it's an energy that's within you, okay, that says, well, you know what, I can, I will, I'm going to. Okay, that's will. All right. And the power is the energy that you put behind that will. So hence the word willpower. Number two, thoughts and focus, right? After the willpower, you have to have your thoughts and focus. You got to concentrate on those things that you're doing, which is the thoughts. And then, of course, the emotions that you put behind it, right? A lot of people, they are very laxy daisy, right? Very nonchalant when it comes to their goals and dreams, right? You have to have put some type of emotions towards those thoughts and focus. And of course, your beliefs, right? Another word is faith, okay? But just a conviction. I would rather use that word, conviction, to know that whatever you're thinking of, you're focusing on, the emotion that you're putting behind it, you could make it a reality, right? And then the choices that you make, because no matter what happens, you're going to have choices to make when you're making an attempt to accomplish your goals and your dreams, right? Number six, the power of words. Remember, the power of life and death is in your tongue, and that is a fact, right? So what does that mean? It means that you could give life or you could give death. Now, let me ask you a question. And of course, that question is a rhetorical question. Who has the power to give life and death? In fact, you know what? I would like you to pose that in the chat for me, please. Who has the power to give life and death? Can anybody post that in the chat for me? Hmm? I can't see what's happening on YouTube, so I could only see on Facebook right now. So I'm going to ask, who has the power to give life and death? Let me see if I can get YouTube right here real quick. Give me a second. Because it looked like my Facebook people are asleep. So let me go to YouTube real quick and see something. Give me a second. You do, right? You do. But also they say God, right? So if God has the power to give life and death, but yet still the good book is telling you that the power of life and death is in your tongue, is in your tongue. So who's God? You are. You see what I'm saying? So you could give life or you could give death. And every time I remind people, give life to your brothers, give life to your sisters. You see what I'm saying? Because the things that you say, if they are not strong enough, you could give them life or death. You see, we could carry each other with the things that we say. That's why I'm always mindful of the words that come out of my mouth. I'm always giving life because another brother or another sister may not be powerful as me, okay, or in control of themselves enough, where when I give certain suggestions in relation to them, it could change their life. And you don't realize that because the weaker ones among us, they're not powerful enough. So when you make certain suggestions or you say certain things towards them, okay, it could either give them life or death. Why? Because they're not powerful enough. You feel what I'm saying? So in essence, we give life and death to the people around us if they are not strong enough. Because suggestions is very, very powerful, especially self-suggestions. The suggestions you make to yourself and of yourself is very, very powerful. Okay. It could build you or it could break you. All right. And those are affirmations. They are affirmations you could say to for self-suggestion to build yourself. I am loved. I am wealthy. I am physically wealthy. I am happy. I give love. All those affirmations you could suggest to yourself, it will become your reality. All right. Law of attraction versus create your own reality. There is a close connection between attraction and creation. The law of attraction helps to realize your potential and carve the real world of your dreams. I'm going to repeat that. The law of attraction helps to realize your potential and carve the real world of your dreams. The laws of attraction, right? So if you start thinking of certain things, Okay, it will attract what's already in out there in the universe. One thing you have to realize is this, right? Everything already exists. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything already exists. However, because we are so limited within our thoughts, okay, or our senses rather, not our thoughts, but our senses, okay, we cannot perceive certain things that already exist. They are far-fetched, they are beyond our reach. However, you could grow to the extent where you could create things that humans haven't even seen, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Everything already exists, all right? But you have to be able to, the laws of attraction, right? You have to be able to perceive it, think it, perceive it, and make it a reality. Once you could perceive it, I promise you, you could make it a reality. That's how powerful the mind is. So the laws of attraction is very, very important in the process of thinking and attracting the things that you need towards you and your life. Okay? If you want a good man, if you want a good woman, okay, then you be what you are looking for. Too many people are looking for a good man, but you out here, you out here hurting men. Too many dudes looking for a good woman, but they're out here dogging women. Come on, man, it doesn't work that way, man. It doesn't work that way. No, you got to be on a righteous path for right things to happen to you. Okay? That is just the way the universe works. And anyone who thinks otherwise or contrary to that reality, you are living an illusion. I don't care who you pray to. Okay? That's why a lot of people, their prayers are falling on deaf ears because they're out there doing everything under the book that's immoral. Okay? That's not righteous. But then they want to pray. Nah, man, it doesn't work that way. Okay? It doesn't work that way. I promise you. Your prayers are falling on deaf ears. Okay? As the law says, you will attract things in your life in which you focus your attention. It is really that simple. If all you focus on is gossiping, then guess what? That's what's going to happen to you. People are going to start gossiping. People are going to talk anyway. But the point is, you are not going to have a productive life. So whatever you focus on, that's what you will attract. I hear people talking about, oh, the police do this with black people. And guess what? That's not my reality because I'm not black. You see what I'm saying? And another thing is, that's not my reality with the police. Whether I call myself black or not, I am not putting myself in that box to say every time I run across the police, they're going to treat me a certain way. No, I am not creating that reality for myself. You see what I'm saying? People don't realize that is a suggestion from society, okay? From the so-called people who run things, that is a suggestion that they put out there for black people. Every time you see the police, this is going to happen. So guess what? It becomes their reality. But that's not my reality. It is not. So certain things that happen to people with the police is not going to happen with me because why? That's not my reality. I'm not focusing on that. Okay? Because why? Because I know I'm in control. I am king. Okay? I am the God that I've been seeking for. So that's not my reality. I've already created mine. Whenever I run across a police officer, it's going to be pleasant. If that police officer chooses not to be pleasant and want to give me a ticket, I will go to court and beat the ticket. Either way, all I do is win. Okay? All right. If you attend to your positive thoughts, beliefs, and feelings, you can attract positive vibes into your life and create a wonderful world for yourself. Okay? All you have to do is give just some positive thoughts, give it some attention. Okay? Your thoughts is like a woman, in my case, as a man, a woman seeking attention. And if I don't give her the attention, she's going to go somewhere else to seek that attention. It's the same thing with your thoughts. If you don't give your thoughts, whether it may be positive or negative, if you don't give it attention, it's going to run wild, and it's just going to bring anything to you because you're not being specific. Okay, you're not giving it the attention that it needs. So you have to take time. Okay, time to be still, get into yourself, and give your thoughts some attention. Okay, attracting things help attracting things help you to form new ideas, set new goals, and achieve things of your choice. The human mind attracts and creates things that are formulated by their thoughts, feelings, and actions. Okay, it's all within your mind, and what's in your mind is actually the jewels. And that's why you don't comprehend how powerful your mind is. Because if you have gold, you find it in a gold mine. If you have diamonds, you find it in a diamond mine. You get coal, you find coal in a coal mine, right? So let me ask you a question. What's in your mind? And are you allowing people to abuse or take advantage or be pirates of what's in your mind, which is your thoughts? So your thoughts are the jewels. And those jewels is what's creating your reality. Because if I go into a gold mine and I get gold, can you imagine how that gold could change my life? Hmm? That means I could live a life of luxury into perpetuity, meaning that until this physical body falls, right? That's what the gold that I got from the gold mine could do for me. But yet still, that gold in that gold mine is nothing compared to the thoughts that I have in my mind, which is my jewels. So if I protect it and I use it to build me, can you imagine the kind of life I could have? Mm, think about that. Because the most powerful jewels, or the most valuable jewels, if I may, that we could ever possess is our thoughts, not the mind. You see, the mind is what houses the thoughts. You feel me? But it's your thoughts, okay? And your thoughts are endless. Your thoughts are absolute. So you haven't even tapped into an ounce or an inch or a mile of your potential, okay? Because your thoughts are literally is just endless possibilities. But you occupy your thoughts with all the distractions that they give you. You see, they give it to you for a reason. All right. And that's why things are not happening for you because you are too busy. Your thoughts are spread too thin, focusing on the wrong things. You're not giving it the right attention. Once again, in my case, I'm going to go back to a woman. If I'm not giving my woman the right type of attention, she will go somewhere else and get that attention that she seeks. Same thing with your mind, your thoughts, rather. You have to give it the positive attention. If you don't give it positive attention, the negative attention will creep in. Okay? All right. Whether the law of attraction is true or a matter of fiction is a matter of controversy. All right. Each thought that you possess sends out vibration energy into the universe. Because remember, everything moves and travels through vibrations, whether it's thought vibration, sound vibration, emotional vibrations. The point is, your every core of your being, whichever way you express whatever you want to say, think, act, do, okay, it is done through vibrations. All right. And it sends it out into the universe, and the universe reciprocates. All right. It sends it right back to you, sometimes tenfold. Okay. 15 tips to create. We almost done. 15 tips to create your own reality. You are powerful enough to create a real world for yourself. That's why I said, don't matter what's happening around me, I create my own reality. When I walk down the street, they say, well, Brooklyn is bad and this is happening. How is that I grew up in Brooklyn and I haven't dealt with those type of situations? Why? Because I've always created my own reality. No matter where I go, I walk into any hood, I always get respect because it's a certain energy. Not because I'm a gangster, not because I'm a thug, not because I'm bad. No, I might be bad. Yes, Michael Jackson bad, but I'm talking about dangerous. No, nah, not because of that. People respect me because of a certain energy, the way I carry myself. I don't have to speak for me to get the respect. When I walk into a room, my presence, my aura, okay, people respect it because energy, no real energy. You feel me? So keep that in mind. You have the power and you are powerful enough to create a world of your own within a world with other people. Okay? That's how powerful you are. Empowering one with a positive mental attitude, what I call a PMA. Keep that in mind. Every day you want to practice PMA, not PMS, PMA, a positive mental attitude. Balanced emotions and guided action is the first step to craft what you want. Okay? Too many people, their emotions are out of sync. It's whack. I see it on Facebook all the time. If you go down my post and look at my history on Facebook, and I've always been consistent. You know why? Because the way you practice is the way you're going to play. And that's just me practicing. You feel me? That's just me practicing. People don't realize that. And many years ago, I would say oof, over 18 years ago, I started asking my higher self to teach me how to be like you. So I've been practicing this for a very long time. And it's a beautiful feeling. So practice makes perfect. And it's just impossible for me to do certain things, defraud people, lie to people, hurt people. It just seemed impossible for me to do. You see what I'm saying? Because when you practice being right, then you become righteous. Okay? It's all about practicing. All right? So you are powerful enough to create a real world for yourself. Empowering one with a positive mental attitude, which is PMA, balance emotions. Okay, learn to balance your emotions, right? And guided action is the first step to craft what you want. You are the one crafting that, right? A few tips are as follows. Number one, carry yourself with integrity. I already spoke about that. Integrity is huge, okay? And take pride in yourself, okay? Because if you don't take pride in yourself, guess what? Nobody will take pride in you, okay? Having a positive attitude towards others will build the real world for you, okay? The more you give people respect, the more you love people, the more you care for people, the more compassion you have, the more sympathy and empathy that you have towards others, okay? You are creating a better world for yourself. Now, isn't that beautiful, right? What we do for others and the way we treat others, okay, will create the type of world that we want. Hmm. You see what I'm saying? So when I hear people talking about, oh, I'm independent, and listen, that is just a bunch of stupidity. Because for one, we don't live in a world that's independent. We live in a world that's interdependent. Okay. Everything have a symbiotic relationship with everything else. All right. So that whole concept of being independent, once again, the system is teaching you that. Oh, it's about me. I only look out for me and I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need a woman. I don't need a man. That is just a bunch of foolery. And those are the same people that walk around talking, calling themselves gods. Y'all are lost. Because that's why I say you have no concept of what God is. Okay. Number two, involved involving activities and in doing little things that you like. Okay. Stop focusing on things that people like and they are doing, but you're just doing it because they are doing it. No, focus on the things that you like. Okay? Because what people do may be a little bit uncomfortable for you, but you're doing it just to please them. No. Here, first, recenter yourself and start doing the things that you like. Okay? Number three, take pride in your little achievements, which we said that before. The little things that you do, give yourself a tap on the back. Treat yourself. Okay? It's okay to go on a date and take yourself on a date. It's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I've gone to restaurants, take myself on a date, sit down, and I treat myself. Because why? I accomplished something that day. So now myself is appreciating myself. Okay? Number four, show kindness and empathy towards others, and the world will feel a much better place to live in, because we create the reality of the world that we want. Okay? It's each individual playing their part. Too many people are waiting for John or Jane Doe to change when they themselves don't want to change. Okay? That's why, once again, the allegorical Jesus said, let ye without sin cast the first stone. You see what I'm saying? Bob Marley said it, if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. So make sure you clean your house before you start cleaning other people's homes. Okay? Number five, if you want to be successful and aspire to be recognized, print business cards, build a website, and develop an attractive company logo. This gives you recognition and helps to achieve the desired results. You feel what I'm saying? You have to create yourself. Okay? You have to create yourself. And one of the lineage on Facebook, said something, and I pay attention to what people say. I spoke of promoting a brand, and they said something about, well, it's a creation. I would rather use the word creation than brand. And I totally agree. You see what I'm saying? Because we are creators, not branders. You see what I'm saying? Branding is a low vibrational word. And that's why shadow people came up with branding. But we create. And everything that we create, people tend to brand. So I appreciate that jam. You know yourself. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to be successful and aspire to be recognized, print business cards. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay? Build a website. They have free website with, GoDaddy. Create a website. Be creative, because that's what you are. You are a creator. So why don't you allow your creative juices to flow and create? Get into yourself and start thinking of something that's not too popular, or something that's not around. Trust me, it's within you. That greatness is just waiting in you to come out. Okay? Can anybody tell me what is the most richest place on earth? Can anybody tell me? Post that in the chat, please. I can't see YouTube, so let me see if I can get on YouTube, but I could see what's on Facebook, but I'm going to try to get on YouTube. Can anybody tell me what is the richest place on earth? Can anybody tell me what is the richest place on earth? And it's okay. There's no wrong or right answer, but whatever you say, that's your truth. Okay. So I'm not going to say you're wrong or you're right. That is just your truth. But I'm going to give you the answer based on the question that I asked. So can anybody tell me what is the richest place on earth? Still waiting for somebody to post it. If you're afraid to answer the question, it's okay. I could say it, but I'm gonna give a 10-second countdown to see if somebody's gonna post it. Okay. What is the richest place on earth? Or where is the richest place on earth? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody posted anything. I'm gonna tell you. The richest place on earth is the cemetery. Can anybody tell me why? That's another question. Can it? Can anybody tell me why? I give you the answer. Can anybody tell me why? Why is the cemetery the richest place on earth? Drink some water in the meantime. Can anybody tell me why is the cemetery the richest place on earth? Okay, it's either nobody's participating or they don't know, and it's okay. Okay, so the cemetery is the richest place on earth, and this is why, because so many people died, okay, with the greatness in them. Okay, the one thing that would have changed the world, they died with it in them. Because why? They didn't take the time to harness their skill. They didn't take the time to give that attention to their thoughts of creativity. So they died with that in them. Don't let that be you. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid to step out there. You know what? You win some, you lose some. It's okay. But the key is to keep on going, keep on pushing, keep on making that attempt to create something that's going to change the world, change your life. I mean, just make a difference, I think, is the key. Not necessarily change the world, but make a difference. Okay? Don't go to your grave and so called die, okay, with that greatness in you. Okay, when you could have done something or said something, wrote a book, sang a song, a poem that could change lives or inspire people. Okay, because we all have that in us. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, when you look at when you go to the cemetery, right, you'll see that they have a birth date, so to speak. We're not going to get into the semantics. You have a birth date and you have a death date, right? They have a line in between, okay? And the only thing that matters is not the birth date or the death date, because when you're born. People celebrate, great. When you die, people cry, great. But guess what? That line in between is the most important part of your life because that's all your accomplishments. From the moment you were born, that line in between, as you could see, it's horizontal, right? It's a line, all right? And that line carries on. But then when you die, okay, what's in between that line is your legacy. So I'm going to ask you, what do you want your legacy to be? You feel me? What do you want your legacy to be? All right, so that's just something to think about. All right, now, number 6, visualize and narrate the benefits of having a positive life for you. The power of visualization is amazing, okay? Because you could literally visualize a life that you want, whether you call it daydreaming, whatever you want to call it. But visualize that life. Be specific. Write the things down. The house. Even visualize where you want that couch, the type of couch, where you want the TV, how many cars you want in the driveway. My brothers and sisters, it's okay to have it all. As long as you're not hurting people, defrauding people, it's okay to live your best life. Don't feel guilty for living your best life, especially if you're giving back. Okay? Live your best life. So visualize and narrate the benefits of having a positive life for you. Practice this every day to create your reality. You see, here goes that word practice, right? Because the way you play, the way you practice is the way you're going to play. All right? Keep that in mind. Okay? Number 7, surround yourself with the right people. I cannot stress that enough. Okay? When you see and hear positive things, your attitude towards life changes. If you are around negative people, I don't care if it's your family, if you are around negative people, find some space to get away from them so you could breathe, get away from that negativity. Because why? That affects your life. It does. Okay? If you hang around 5 broke people, I promise you, you're going to be the 6th broke individual. That is just a fact. Okay? If you're around five miserable people, you're going to find yourself to be the sixth miserable individual. If you're around five unhappy people, guess who's the sixth? You. Because the laws of attraction, okay, they are that energy is eaten at your energy, and you'll find yourself diminishing and stepping in their world. And all of a sudden you realize, wow, what happened to me? I wasn't like that. I never used to be that way. Where did I go wrong? Well, take a look at your friends. Take a look at the music you listen to. Hmm. Okay. Now, they may get mad at you for doing you. It's okay, right? Because it's your life. It's your life. That's why I said Jesus did not sacrifice his life for anybody. That's a lie. Okay, he sacrificed his life for himself because he knew he had to save himself. Okay, he went to the Father, not the people he died for. No, it's a lie. You have to make your own sacrifice. You have to carry your own cross, and you have to go through your own crucifixion. The story was just an example to tell you that's what you should do. And that's the way you're supposed to live. Not live your life vicariously through the man. No, he cannot carry your burden. No, he did not die for you. He died for himself. Okay? And that's facts over feelings. All right? So surround yourself with the right people. When you see and hear positive things, your attitude towards life changes. Number 8, try to paint a perfect, try to paint your perfect life with optimism and realism. Remember, you are the artist, you are the architect, all right? You are the maker, all right? You feel me? So, therefore, paint a perfect life within your mind, put it on a canvas, put it in a book, wherever you got to put it. Write a perfect life for yourself, okay? And every day you want to work towards that perfect life that you are creating for yourself. It's like building a home. You find that perfect mate, right? And you want to build a home. Before you build a home, what you're going to do, you're going to get a blueprint, right? So let me ask you a question. Where is the blueprint for your life? Because you see, with a blueprint, you will know where to put the foundation, you will know where to put the floor, you will know where to put every room, the living room, the dining room, the closet, all that's going to be in your blueprint. You feel me? So where's the blueprint for your life? You have to create a blueprint for your life. Okay? So try to paint your perfect life with optimism and realism. Okay? Be optimistic, all right, about your life. Develop self esteem and put yourself above everything. Let us go back to the allegorical Bible. What did the Bible say? Thou shalt not have any other God but me. Let me ask you a question. Who is me? Hmm? Look at the word me. You see, it's right in front of your face. So why am I putting other gods above me when I'm a God? You see, I don't worship gods, but I acknowledge gods because I'm a God. You dig? So you see, when you know the truth, there's no need to be afraid of anything because I know I create my reality. So let's read this again. Okay. Number 9, develop self-esteem and put yourself above everything. Okay. It is not selfish to put yourself first. No, that is one of the first laws of the universe, self-preservation. Because if you cannot love you, how you expect somebody to love you? Hmm? If you don't take care of yourself, how you expect somebody else to take care of yourself, of you? Hmm? No, if you don't cherish yourself, how can you expect other people to cherish you? And have some sympathy on yourself, have some empathy on yourself. Learn to forgive yourself. So, therefore, you will deserve other people's forgiveness. Because if you cannot forgive yourself, why am I forgiving you? Hmm? When you were supposed to come first. So you see, it all starts with you. Put yourself above everything and anything and everybody. Okay? If you go on a plane, what do they tell you when they read the instructions in the case of an emergency? When that oxygen mask falls, even if you have a baby in your arm, the first person you have to put that mask on is yourself. Why? Because if you try to put it on the baby first and you die, the baby dies. You see what I'm saying? So in every scenario, you have to put yourself first. They even said it in the Bible. Thou shalt not have any other God but me. Who is me? Hmm? Hmm. That's a question I want you to ask yourself. Okay? Number 10, have a growth mindset, which we already spoke of, right? That means you have to plant a seed. For anything to grow, there must be a seed, right? And so you have to plant a seed. So plant seeds that you know will grow. Some may not grow, it's okay. But continue to plant those seeds on good ground. Okay? Continue to plant those seeds in fertile soil. So that means you have to be around good people. Okay? You have to be in a good surrounding in order to plant those seeds for it to grow. So that's with a mindset. Plant seeds within your mind that's going to grow. Let yourself know that you can improve your skills with effort. Never just tell yourself that you can't. Now, remember, realism, right? Realism. I'm not saying because you know you're a God, go on the Empire State Building and jump and think you could fly. That's not what I'm saying. Let's be realistic here. Remember, the physical body is not you. I promise you that physical body will come crashing down. Okay? So let's be realistic here. All right? Number 11, face your challenges with ease. Too many times we face our challenges, okay, and we are uptight about it. We are upset about it. Don't you realize the energy that you are giving your challenges is the same energy your challenges is going to give you? Okay? Because once again, it's all about, action, reaction, cause and effect, right? So if you take it easy with your challenges, then your challenges will just get a little bit easier. All right? That is true. So be gentle as a dove, but be wise as a serpent. Okay? Create positive vibes and around you to realize your potentials. Okay? Because if you are not being positive, you may not realize your potential because you're so focused on the negativity. You may not realize how great you are because now you're around people that's negative. So all you start seeing in yourself is negative, right? So you have to create positive vibes, whether it's in the music, the people you listen to, just an environment. They don't have to be talking, but just a certain atmosphere with a positive vibe, right? It will also help you realize your potentials. Okay? Number 12, do not try to control things that are meant to happen. Okay? Even if you could create your own reality, certain things are meant to happen. Why? Because you had a reality before your physical reality. Oh my goodness. I don't even think y'all heard me. I don't even think y'all heard me. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. You had a reality before your physical reality. Well, Chief, what are you saying? Yes, you existed in another realm before you manifest in that physical body that you're in right now. So you had a reality before that. Okay? And even before that reality you had a reality before that reality into perpetuity. Because guess what? You are immortal. And when I say you, I'm talking about the I and I. Okay? I am that I am. That's immortal. That's absolute. So that's the reality of absolute. All right? In this realm, you see, we are beings. But in the absolute realm, we are in a state of beingness. There's two different things. See how I flip that? So you have bees and you have the bee nest, right? Hmm. Didn't think about it that way, right? So I'm going to repeat that. Okay. We had realities before this reality. And before that reality, before this reality, we had realities because it's a stretch of reincarnations, okay, until we get back from whence we came. Okay. Now we are considered to be beings, right? Because we are living in a state of being. However, when we get back from whence we came, that absolute darkness, then that absolute darkness is a state of beingness. Beingness, meaning that it's absolute. Being is not absolute, but beingness is. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right? So let me see, what number am I on now? Okay, do not control. Okay, yes. Do not try to control things that are meant to happen. You cannot change it because, like I said, there are certain realities that we had already created for ourselves in this life, and we cannot escape it. Okay, we cannot escape it, period. So all you're doing is just falling into the reality that you had already created in another life for the continuation of this one. Okay, accept and embrace it, move ahead in life. That's all you have to do because guess what? They are all experiences. It is all an experience. All right. And if you're truly, vibrating in your Godhead, so to speak, you will not see it as bad, good, or indifferent. You'll just see it as an experience. And that's when you know you are stepping into another realm of thought because you are not allowing your emotions to focus on the good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not saying that you cannot appreciate. Yes, you can, but spending time being mad and angry and cursing and being evil, no, that means you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you. Okay? It is what it is. Let the reality be the reality. Let the experience be the experience. Okay? If you bounce your toe, okay, that is just an experience. That's just what it is. It's not real. It's actually an illusion. Yes, you might feel a little something because of the five senses, but trust me, the I am in you did not feel a thing. Keep that in mind. It is just the senses or the sensors rather that's in the body, okay, reacting to the five senses. Okay. All right. Hope that makes sense. Number 13, hold on to your values and beliefs firmly. All right. And not just any values and beliefs. Make sure they are of a good nature and then hold on to them. Okay. Firmly. Things that are true and fair for you should be acknowledged. Number 14, imagination is the mother of all creation. Mm, mm, mm. Imagination, right? That's why a mind is a powerful thing to waste, man, because your imagination, I'm going to read that again. Imagination is the mother of all creation. All right. If you could imagine it, then you could create it. Okay. So imagine, um, idealize, and create a new world based on a proper outlook. Because once again, it's really up to you. Number 15, reality creation is based on a logical analysis of situations. You have to analyze your situations, okay, to avoid certain pitfalls. So analyze those situations. Being present in the moment is a proactive way to create your own reality. Be in the present. Didn't we just talk about being? Because you have to be proactive. You have to be in a state of being to always advance. You have to be in a state of being to always evolve because now you want to evolve into that beingness state, that absolute state. Okay? So being present in the moment is proactive way to create your own reality. So the things that you could do today, don't leave it for tomorrow. The things you could do now, don't leave it for 2 hours later because 2 hours later is not guaranteed. All right. So be proactive. Take life by the horns and do what you have to do now. Okay. Being. All right. Controversial note. At times, there is stuff or there are things that happens on its own. Like I said before, it happens on its own, right? We do not have any control over that. All right. The matter of fact is we can create our reality only to a certain extent, or so it may seem. All right. Now, in the physical realm, yes, we could create our reality only to a certain extent. All right. Meaning that this physical body has certain limitations. Okay, it's just it is what it is, right? It has certain limitations. However, the I am in you, there are no limitations. All right, so you could definitely experience that in your mind and experience it on another dimension. The bottom line is you get to create your own reality. Okay, closing thoughts. Human evolution follows a path of self-awareness and a positive mental attitude, PMA, what I call PMA. Trust your intuitions and craft a real world for you that tunes with your inner realm of psychological consensus. Okay, so remember this, your intuitions is very, 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 very important. All right. You know, a lot of times when we hear certain things, right? When we hear this little voice in us, what we always tell ourselves, man, I know somebody told me to, or something told me to, I should have. That's your intuition speaking to you. Okay. So I hope you guys, found some value in this lesson. It was more so um, personal development. It was more so a mastermind of building self worth, building self appreciation, getting to know who you truly are. Okay. Appreciating yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself. Now, once you start doing all of those things, I promise you, then you see your life start changing because you will start treating people that way as well. All right. And once you start treating people that way, the universe has a sense of humor because it's going to start giving you everything that you are doing to others and unto others. You feel me? So always be willing to give, always be willing to love, always be willing to share with people. Okay. Now I'm not saying that everything that you have to give away. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying always be willing to. Okay. If you can't, you just can't. It is what it is. All right. But with that being said, we live in a world, what I call an interdependent world, where everything have a symbiotic relationship or should have a symbiotic relationship with everything else. I mean, look at nature, right? We take in oxygen, we give it to the plants. You know what I'm saying? What we breathe out, they give us what they breathe out, right? So the point is I'm making is we have that symbiotic relationship with the plants, right? It's just like everything else in nature. It's that hierarchy. It's a chain. Everything is connected. We are all connected. All right. So if we just learn to love and respect and do unto others as we would have them do unto us, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a great way to start. That's a great way to start changing things, making that paradigm shift within your own self because it's like a trigger. Okay. Your mind is the key because your mind houses your thoughts. So your thoughts, your thinking process is truly the key to changing your circumstances, to changing your life. If you cannot find that job, stop telling yourself, oh, there are no jobs. Stop telling yourself, well, the economy is bad. Stop telling yourself there's a recession because guess what? Even if that's the reality that's being portrayed or that's being put out there as propaganda, whatever the case may be. Okay, it may be real. We may be truly in a recession, but hey, it doesn't have to be your reality, right? It's only a recession if you, okay, if you not necessarily perceive it, but if you accept it to be. You feel me? Because it's already perceived by others. But if you make it your reality, then it becomes a recession to you. You feel me? If you tell yourself, well, gas is expensive, I can't afford it. If you tell yourself, well, food is going up, I can't afford to eat, then guess what? You will become homeless, right? So once again, you create your own reality. Don't make these things be your reality. The word I can't, get that out of your vocabulary, all right, and replace it with I can, I will, I am. You see what I'm saying? So when you start telling yourself those positive affirmations, I am loved, okay? I am a giver, I am a lover, I am caring, all those things. When you start telling yourself, I am physically wealthy, I am emotionally balanced, all those things, those are affirmations that I personally, I tell myself every time I rise and every time I lay down. You see, when the sun rises, I say my affirmation. When the sun set, I say my affirmations because I know it's what's preparing me for the next sunrise. Okay. And then when the sun set, I lay down and I'm also stepping into another world. So I also want to make sure that my affirmations take me through that realm with pleasantries. You see what I'm saying? So the truth of the matter is, whether it's in this realm, when you are consciously, focused, awake, or when you are unconscious, when you are laying down, the bottom line is it is still a reality in that world. And you get to control both realms. Okay? You get to control that. You get to be God in that realm, and you get to be God in this realm. The question is, are you living your life like the God that you are? Are you living your life like the king that you are? Are you living your life like the queen that you are? You know what I mean? Never be less than. That's why I tell people, don't be less me. I don't deal with that. Don't bless me. You feel me? I am highly favored. I'm not blessed. Because why? The power of life and death is in the tongue. Why would I want to be less? Well, Chief, it's not spelled the same way. Forget the spelling. Listen to what you're saying. Slow down here for a second. And let's put that word and pronounce that word in slow motion. Bless, be less. Bottom line, point blank. So you are the one cursing your own self. And when people say it, you accept it. You know what I'm saying? You go, to people's homes and they have a big mat in front of their door talking about welcome. No. Why would I want to put a mat in front of my door and welcome all type of energies into my home? What about the energies that I can't see? I'm also inviting them into my home when I open my door, man. But you see, people don't think because they are going based on what society tells them is the norm. They don't realize that energies are real. So now all of a sudden there's chaos in your house and you don't know where that energy came from. No, it's because you got a welcome mat that says welcome. And you are not specific about who you're welcoming. Okay. You did not do a ritual to say, well, negative energy is not welcome, bad energy is not welcome, bad people is not welcome, selfish people, whatever the case is. You did not make any specifications as to who is welcome. You just have a mat, welcome. So when you open up your door, when you go in, guess what? You have a whole lot of bodies walking into your house with you. That you came from outside, you was on the train, you were in the supermarket, wherever you were at. All these different energies attached to you come into your house. Welcome, come in. I'm gonna cook some salmon today. Feel free to eat. Man, this stuff is real, man. This stuff is real. Okay? But you are doing that based on what you see people doing. Because why? You're not creating your own reality. Hmm? So, in conclusion, you are in control. Okay? You. Doesn't matter how much you pray. Nobody's going to answer those prayers but you. Okay? That's just a fact. You actually praying to yourself. You just don't even know it. All right? But you are the one that's literally creating the reality that you want. Okay? Whether you're having a bad day, a good day, a day that's indifferent, okay? It is really because you put that in motion. All right? So if you want good things for your life, you want great things for your life, you want to be happy, you want to be loved, then exactly what you want, then I suggest you start doing it and start putting it out there. Do it unto others. It's the only way it's going to work. There is no other way. Being selfish is not going to get you there. Don't you realize that even all these entertainers or people, don't you know that they all have foundations? They may not come in the hood and give it to you that support them, but guess what? They got foundations giving back to other people. They may not give it to you, but trust me, they're giving it to somebody else because they know that they have to give to receive. And they also know that the people that they give, 9 out of 10 times, those are not the people that's going to give back to them. They're not going to receive from. So they would go give their foundations into people in Africa and all these different places, but we are the ones here supporting them. Are they wrong for that? No. The point is the bottom line is they're giving. It doesn't matter who they give. They are still doing good deeds. You feel me? So the universe is making sure that they get support and love, even not from the people that they help. Okay? That's just the way it works. So ask yourself, what is your foundation? Right? What type of charitable work are you doing? You see what I'm saying? Because charity brings prosperity. I'm going to repeat that. Charity brings prosperity. And it's not that you're being charitable just to be prosperous. And that's not what it means. But it just happens automatically. Okay? It happens simultaneously. Because the more charitable you are, the more successful you become in whatever you are actually aspiring for and want and need, because the world or the universe is your oyster. Everything already exists, but it's not going to fall into your lap just like that. No, even if it's there, closed mouths don't get fed. So you have to open up your mouth. You have to do the action in order for the universe to respond. Okay? So it's really up to you. Your car will not move if you don't turn the ignition or you press the button for it to start. You have to perform some type of action. And the only way to invoke any type of action, you have to think about it. So let's go back to your thoughts, which is the most powerful tool or jewel that you have. So in conclusion, I wish your thoughts bring you everything that you deserve. And I'm going to say it that way because truly, whatever you have or you get in your life is what you deserve. Okay? Because it's a result of the seed that you planted. So I'm going to repeat that. I wish for you that your thoughts give you everything that you deserve. Not what you want, not what you need, but what you deserve. Because you see, once again, religion is teaching people the wrong way because they're teaching you to pray for things that you want and things that you need, but not what you deserve. Because guess what? You are devil from Monday to Saturday, but on Sunday you're praying for things you want and need. Once again, that's religion. I have a ministry, the United Annie and We Empowerment Ministry. All right. And that's part of my ministry. You see what I'm saying? When I do these videos, that's part of my ministry. So I'm doing my ministerial work. But the point I'm making is religion is teaching you to pray for things that you want and need and not what you deserve, because they're always creating a scapegoat for you. You know what? Be what you want. Do what you want. Okay? Behind closed doors in open, it don't matter. But all you have to do is pray and you will get it. It doesn't work that way. No. You feel me? You only get what you deserve and not what you want or what you need. However, the universe got your wants and needs, but the universe is only going to give you what you deserve because that's what you're putting out there. So you do good, get good. You want money, give money. It doesn't necessarily have to be $1 million. You walk on the street, give somebody a quarter, because I promise you the universe is going to turn back and give you $100. Give somebody an apple, the universe is going to turn around and give you a basket of fruits. Okay? Give somebody a t-shirt, the universe is going to give you a closet full of clothes. There's no magic, in giving. Okay? But magical things could happen when you give. All right? But just know it all starts and ends with you. So I wish you a blissful sunrest. Be good to each other. Well, first, be good to yourself. Love yourself, respect yourself, and then pass that on to others. I want to thank y'all for being a part of this build. I know it was long, 2 hours, but I hope you found some value. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being on the build this evening. Okay, this sunrest, let me just give a few people some shout outs because I know you guys, my brother, um, Chief Blackbird White Tip. All right, what's going on, brother? Just sending us some love and positive energy. All right, then who else do we have? Just giving everybody a little shout out, man. Let y'all know I appreciate, love y'all. All right. Who else? Antonia, thank you. I appreciate that. We have Cotton Picking Powwow. All right. Respect, respect. We have King Kong. Much respect and love. We have Keith Cobbs. Thank you for being a part of the build. We have Goddess, Empress Everlasting Water. That's my peoples for real, for real, for real. I everybody's my peoples, but I'm talking about my peoples in the sense that I've been to their home. They open up their doors to me. You know what I mean? I know their children. So that in that sense. So that they're my heart for real. All right. Who else we got? Cosmic Woman. Always on the build. Much respect. All right. Venus Johnson, always on the build. Much respect. I appreciate, love y'all for being here. Spiritual elevation. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about elevating yourself, and listen, man, it doesn't matter where you are at right now. It's not where you are at, right? But it's where you're about to go. So prepare yourself for the journey. Don't be stagnant. Always be on the move. Always make moves. But the moves got to start first here in the thoughts. All right. So always keep that in mind, right? We have BP. Man, I want to thank you as well. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. I care, honestly, like it's just in my nature to care, so I'm always going to be giving. That's just me. That's why the universe always give me back in abundance. You feel me? And I know that. So we have Beyond Smith, much respect. We have Rome G. What was good? I appreciate you being here. We have Salima Ellis. All right, much respect. All right. Who else do we have? Okay, we have Belinda. Giselle. All right, much respect. Thank you for being. Yes, you did catch the live. All right, we have I don't want to pronounce the name incorrectly, but if I do, please forgive me. What is it? Nabila Witty. All right, I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, I apologize. Arlene Davis, my beloved sister, thank you for being a part of the build. That's lineage as well, my heart as well. All right, we have who else we have? We have Rashid Richardson. Thank you for being a part of the build. All right, and we have Pennywise. Man, thank you all so much. Once again, like I said, man, no matter what situation you're going through right now, no matter what it is, okay, I promise you, regardless of what it is, everything is going to work out. All you have to do is just start making that mind, that the change within your mind. All right, things may not have worked out in the past. Things may not be working out now. It's okay. All right, but just know that 2 hours from now, your life could just change just like that, just by changing your mindset. Okay, and that's all it takes. Just by the click of a finger, tell yourself, I'm going to change. I'm going to start making changes right now. And I promise you, it's going to happen. So you guys rest well, and we will talk soon. All right, one love.